EN 8592 Wastewater Engineering Module 4 in Unit 2 discussing about the sedimentation process. So what is sedimentation? Sedimentation is a physical process. In this process, heavier organic and inorganic particles settle down at the bottom of the sedimentation tank. That means the specific particles having specific gravity that will be settles under the bottom of the tank. For achieving the removal of suspended settleable particles of desired size, the wastewater is retained in sedimentation tank for a fixed time, which is called retention period. The upper clear water is collected from the tank. The bottom of the tank formation of sludge because of settled particle. The sludge is drawn out from the bottom from the pipe is called sludge pipe. So types of sedimentation, two types of sedimentations are available. One is the plain sedimentation, another one is the sedimentation with coagulation. The settlement of particle largely depends upon the specific gravity and their type. The types of settling tank, based on nature of working, the settling tank is classified as fill and empty type or fill and draw type. Another one, continuous flow type. Next one, based on the location in the treatment plant, it is called as primary settling tank, preliminary settling tank, secondary settling tank. So preliminary settling tank means after preliminary settling tank is provided in the preliminary treated process of bar screens and drip chamber process. Primary settling tank means it will be provided after the preliminary treatment. So in some of the treatment plants, the preliminary settling tank is provided and the starting of the bar screen also. Secondary settling tank means after aeration process, the settling tank is provided means that tank is called secondary settling tank. Based on the shape of the tank in plant, it is classified as rectangular and circular tank, and most of the treatment plant always prefer the circular tanks. Now see one by one, fill and empty type. This type of tank, first of all, wastewater is filled and allowed it to remain in still condition for about 1 hour. The supernatant is drawn out and settled sludge is cleared. The cleaning takes another 4 to 6 hours. There is waste of time and labor generally is not provided in the wastewater treatment plant. In older days, this method will be adopted. Then continuous flow type, this method is continuous, mostly adopted in the industrial areas. This types of tank, wastewater is continuously supplied at one point called inlet, and same after treatment leaves continuously from the other point called outlet. The wastewater entering in the tank is called influent, and leaving the tank is called a effluent. This is the horizontal type settling tank. So in the horizontal type settling tank, the starting portion here, it is called as the inlet chamber. The wastewater after treated from grit chamber or skimming tank is collected in the inlet chamber. From the inlet chamber, the sewages, the influent is passed on to this rectangular sedimentation tank. In the rectangular sedimentation tank, it will be kept for some time. The vertical lines are indicating the baffle. The purpose of baffle is to reduce the velocity of the particular sewage particles. If velocity will be less, the amount of sedimentation will be more. If the particles, if the wastewater is in turbulent condition, the settlement is not achieved properly. For that purpose, here baffle valves are introduced. So after detention period, the sludge particles are settled under bottom. It will be taken out by the separate pipelines or drain lines. In the top surface having the clear supernatant liquid, it will be collected by the outlet pipe. This inlet and outlet are almost arranged on the same level of the tank. This one is the circular type sedimentation tank. In the circular type sedimentation tank, this is the chamber. it will be made by RCC. The inlet pipe is provided at the bottom of center and bottom of the tank. Here this one is the inlet pipe. The inlet pipe, the flow is going in the upward direction and splitting into the, and that is spraying into the chamber. In the chamber, then scrapping ram is provided. The scrapping ram is used for clogging of the material on the bottom surfaces. It will be continuously rotated. In the top surface, skimmer blade is available, and the sewage will be spreading in a rotator manner. The sludge will be settles on the bottom, will be collected also. Bottom sludge pipe, this is the sludge trough. The sludge will be collected from the sludge drawn off pipe. So next diagram we can see detailing. This is the sedimentation tank in the treatment plant. This one is the circular type sedimentation tank, primary sedimentation tank. After bar screen and grid chamber process, that wastewater will be enter into the tank. After this process, it go to the secondary treatment process. This is the clear view of the sedimentation tank. This one is the circular tank inlet pipe. The inlet flow sewage will be entered here and distributed in the radial manner. This one is the sludge scrubber. For cleaning purpose, the sludge scrubber is used for removing the solid particles present at the bottom of the tank. If it is sludge at the bottom, the surface area will be reduced. This one is the surface skimmer. This one is the driving unit to operate to distribute the sludge, to distribute the sewage. This is the pathway to maintaining the chamber. Go to the design parameter, design criteria for primary sedimentation tank. The detention period for sedimentation tank is taken as 1.5 to 2.5 hours. For typical value, we have taken as 2 hours. Overflow rate, average flow rate is taken as 30 to 50 meter cube per meter square into day. That is approximately, typically we are taken as 40. Then if ranges or average flow is taken as 24 to 32, the value, typical value is taken as 26. Peak flow 80 to 120 taken as 100, 48 to 70 range are taken as 60. Wear loading is 125 to 500. That typical value is taken as 250. Rectangular tank size, depth will be always assumed as 3 to 4.9 or 4.3. Length 15 to 90 taken as 24 to 40. Width 3 to 24, 4.9 to 9.8. Flight speed is 0.6 to 1.2 meter per minute or taken as 0.9. For circular tank, the diameter is taken as 3 to 60 meter or typical value taken as 12 to 45. Bottom slope providing is 1 in 16 to 1 in 6. Typically we are taken as 1 in 12. Flight speed 0.02 to 0.05 RPM, typically taken as 0.03. For this designing purpose, we find out the velocity by some more formulas. Number one is very important formula, Stokes formula. Already in water supply engineering, you can study about the 4 types of settling. From the 4 types of settling, we can arrive at Stokes law. That Stokes law will be applicable here also. Velocity is equal to G divided by 18, S minus 1 into D square divided by V, where capital V is equal to settling velocity in mm per second, small d equal to diameter of particle in mm, mu equal to dynamic viscosity of wastewater in centistroke. That is V is equal to mu by rho. Kinematic viscosity of wastewater is taken as centistroke. G is equal to acceleration due to gravity 9810 mm per second square. If taking G is equal to 981 centimeter per second square and V is equal to 1 centistroke at 20 degrees centigrade, the factor will be, the formula will be rearranged, G divided by 18V, which is equal to 545. At 20 degrees centigrade, V is equal to 545 into S minus 1 into D squared. At other temperatures are given, you can go for V is equal to 418 S minus 1 into D squared, 3T plus 70 divided by 100. Another one more formula to find out velocity. V is equal to root of 3.33 GD into S minus 1, where S is equal to settling velocity in mm per second. D is equal to diameter in particle in mm. G acceleration due to gravity 9810 mm per second square. Then another formula has an equations to find out the settling velocity. V equal to 418 S minus 1. 3t plus 70 divided by 100, where v is equal to settling velocity in mm per second, d equal to diameter of particle in mm, t equal to temperature. So the Stokes law is valid for, why we can use this formula means, and the Stokes formula is valid for particles less than 0.2 mm, and the Newton's equation is valid for particle size greater than 1 mm. The grid particles of wastewater of size between 0.1 to 1 mm. Another one more formula has an that V is equal to 60.6 into S minus 1 into D, 3T plus 70 divided by 100. V is equal to settling velocity in mm per second, diameter of the particle in mm, D is equal to diameter of the particle in mm, T equal to temperature. This equation is applicable for discrete spherical grid particles. When we go for particle analysis of grid, we can using that different formula. Then surface ore fluid, SO or values in meter cube per meter square per day. So the sedimentation tank is used in the preliminary stage, primary stage and secondary stage. At the different places, we can use the following values. Primary settling only, the SOR for average flow is taken as 25 to 30. For peak flow, it is taken as 50 to 60. Depth is assumed as 3 to 3.5. Then primary settling followed by secondary treatment. The SOR value taken as for average flow 35 to 50. For peak flow, it is taken as 80 to 125. Depth is taken as 3 to 3.5. Primary settling with activated sludge returns 25 to 35 average flow, 50 to 60 for peak flow, 3.5 to 4.5 is 5 meter is depth. Secondary settling with a trickling filter, the average flow 10 to 25, peak flow 40 to 50, depth is taken as 3 to 3.5. Secondary settling with activated sludge 15 to 35, peak flow 40 to 50, depth is taken as 3.5 to 4.5. Secondary settling with extended aeration, average flow is taken as 8 to 15, peak flow is taken as 35, then the depth is taken as 3.5 to 4.5. So detention period, it is theoretical time for which wastewater remains inside the tank. It is calculated by dividing volume of tank with the discharge. It is normally kept as 1 to 1.5 hours for wastewater treatment. The detention time in primary settling tank is not increased because of the development of septic condition. Velocity of flow in case of rectangular primary sedimentation tanks can be taken as 15 to 30 centimeter per minute. Wear loading rate have some effect on the removal efficiency of settling tanks. Primary sedimentation tanks are generally designed for loading less than 37 meter cube per meter per day. The dimension of PSD is on the length, different clarifier classification. For rectangular tank, length is taken as 100 to 10 to 100. For typical value, you are taken as 25 to 16. Length to width ratio is 1 to 7.5. Typical is taken as 4. Length to depth ratio 4 to 25. Typical value 7 to 18. For width 3 to 24. Typical value 6 to 10. Side water depth taken as 2.5 to 3. Typical value 3 to 5. Sorry, 3.5. So this is for a rectangular tank. For a circular tank dimension, dia is taken as 3 to 60. Typical value we are taken as 10 to 40. Side water depth in meter is taken as 3 to 6 meter. Typical value taken as 4 meter. Now see the example of sedimentation tank. Design a primary settling tank of rectangular shape for a town having population of 40,000 with a water supply of 135 liters per capita per day. Assuming 80% of the water supply to the town is converted to wastewater. Wastewater formed daily is multiplying population into rate of demand into 80% of the water supply to be converted as to wastewater. Multiplying all terms, we are getting 4320 meter cube per day. Assume detention period as 2 hours. Capacity of tank equal to wastewater. Capacity of the tank equal to wastewater formed daily divided by detention period. You are getting 360 cubic meter. Again, let us assume SOR equal to 30 meter cube per meter square per day. The surface area equal to water flow divided by SOR. You are getting 144 meter square. Effective depth is equal to volume divided by surface area. That 360 divided by 144 equal to 2.5 meter. Then take the L by B is equal to ratio of 4. L equal to 4 times of B. You find out length value. Length equal to 24 meter. Provide 4 meter additional for inlet and outlet arrangement. Then L equal to 28 meter. Effective depth is taken as 2.5 meter. Provide 1 meter for sludge accumulation and 0.5 meter for freeboard. Then total depth is taken as 2.5 plus 1 plus 0.5, which is equal to 4 meter. Hence, the dimension of tank will be 6 into 28 meter into 4 meter. So length வந்து 28 meter, width 6 meter, depth is taken as 4 meter. This is the simple design of settling tank. So many problems are available. Go through the problems in a reference textbook given by Anna University and complete the problems. Thank you.